That was weak.
That's
That
not
was
the
weak.
same.
Nightmare. No.
That sounds like a gremlin now.
Yeah.
All right. So today we have on Jarred Papcsy.
What's going on, boys?
Welcome to the podcast. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Little story.
Little story? All right. So, I'm Jarred Papcsy, grad transfer here at Duke on the wrestling team. Grew up in Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley, District 11 represent, in a town called Nazareth. Went to Bethlehem Catholic High School. Undergrad, I went to NC State. Now I'm here.
All right. So, I'm trying to find the schedule. I lost it.
Oh, quite the summary.
Very unprofessional.
I'm sorry.
I think first we should address his outfit here. What you got going on, Jarred?
Oh,
By the way, I like it though.
All right, yeah. This is just something that you're gonna see very often. It's a look I like to say. I don't really care, but I care. Like you're gonna see it. I dress a little dirty, like a dirt bag, but I rock it. It's like my own little style. I'm like a chameleon. I can rock different outfits.
Like a
Quite
chameleon.
literally like
Wow.
a chameleon because he's wearing camouflage.
Can't you see him?
Can't even see him.
Doesn't have a torso.
Nope. Nope.
And he's not gonna. It's a rainy day out here. He's not gonna get hit.
No, I got my Carhartt on the back
Yeah.
chair. Come on.
Bright orange hat. No cars hitting him.
Yes.
No way.
So when is Buck season in Pennsylvania?
Right after Thanksgiving. So normally it's the Monday after Thanksgiving. Get off a couple days of school, go out. It's a good time.
Oh,
Great time. Great time.
All right. I found the schedule. Sorry. So we're going to start. This is actually Papsky's idea. He brought this to practice. We're going to start with some peaks and pits, Papsky.
All
Tell us about your
of
day.
the week or the day?
Whatever you want. We're going to let us know.
I have a good peak. So I was supposed to have one of my papers due on Sunday, but my professor was kindly enough to move it until next Saturday. Gave 6 days.
Damn.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
grad school life right there. That's nice, huh?
Some snaps for that.
Say a pit. I don't really have one right now. Got a pretty easy going life. But last night, Tariq Hill put up a couple numbers on my team against me. Yeah, garbage time points too at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many put up?
like 25-ish. It's not. I can come back. I got Cooper Cup.
Yeah, it's not
so I can
detrimental,
match
but
that.
it
Cooper
hurts.
Cup, you still have a
It
chance.
Did I say my pit?
Yeah.
I had Tua starting.
Ooh.
Hold on. It gets worse. I traded Justin Herbert
Oh. When did you
That's
wait?
brutal.
Did you trade him this week?
this week, actually the day before.
Oh.
Wednesday.
But Herbert's not. He's banged up.
Herbert's also banged up, but he would have been a QB.
Tua might be
Yeah.
dead though.
Yeah. Can we talk
He
about
might-
that? Have you guys heard about everything that's happening with that? With like the game before?
Oh yeah.
It's like a big
He was
concussion
stumbling
problem.
around. He couldn't get his balance.
And Dolphins just said, get back in there. We don't care.
We returned to the game. Never went through concussion
Love the
protocol.
NFL.
And then started. You guys actually see the one doctor tweet out like 5 hours before the game?
No, I didn't see what he said.
This doctor, here, I'll pull it up, basically said if Tua starts and gets hurt, that the Dolphins are going to have a lot of explaining to do. That was 5 hours before the game yesterday, and they got hurt, and he
Damn.
started going nuts. He's like
Yeah.
the founder of some of concussion organization, like CTE organization, and
Yeah,
deals with NFL.
Expect the NFLPA to be pretty pissed off about this one.
Yeah. Pat McAfee was talking about that, actually. I mean, we talk about him too much, but Pat McAfee was talking about how, like, it's going to be bad.
Oh,
The
it's
fact that
gonna
the
be
Dolphins
terrible.
did that.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be terrible, but God forbid we have we have a. Why am I blinking right now?
I don't know.
I'm blinking.
Here, try to lay that flat. I
Kickoff.
think it's in the way of the camera. Yeah.
The onside kick.
Oh.
God forbid we
Yep.
do like an onside kick with 6 people on one side,
Mm-hmm.
4 on the other.
Oh yeah.
You can't stack
Yeah.
the one.
Can't
Stack
stack
the
it.
side anymore.
Can't stack it.
But you can kill Tua.
You can kill Tua though.
They were actually talking about. They've been talking about it for a couple of years of taking away the kickoff in general. That would ruin the game.
I mean, they
Can't do
they,
that.
they already
They-
make them start on the line. There's no like 5-yard run up anymore.
Yeah.
So these people are getting paid millions of dollars, all right?
Yeah, you can't do that. We have people like Devin Hester. I mean, that
I'm
was
saying returns make the game fun.
it's true.
I mean, that's what they signed up for. Like, it's unfortunate to say, but, like, if they get their heads taken off, they're still getting paid millions of dollars. Like,
Yeah, but like
Yeah, you
that
got you can
doctor
keep it
fucked
safe.
up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
well,
doctor, coach, someone has to answer for
The whole
Someone's gonna
organization.
take the blame. Someone's gonna
Someone's
take
guy
it.
has to take the blame, right?
Yeah.
all right. So for those that don't know, at the end of this, we're gonna be doing a little hot sauce trivia. But before we get to that, we're gonna do a little sports trivia. It's kind of centered around Philadelphia because we know that's where you're from. And if you can get 5 out of 6 of these questions right, let's see here. Yeah, 5 out of 6. We'll do the hot sauce with you. We'll take it too. So, are you feeling? I mean, Philadelphia sports. Well, not all Philadelphia, but feeling pretty confident. You're a pretty big sports guy.
Pretty good sports guy. Trivia is not my strong suit. Like weird trivia is. Like I have a lot of like random
What's
facts
the most random fact you know
in like sports.
at anything?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard to put me on the spot.
In sports.
Like sports, I'll know like Brad Lidge in 2008 when Phillies won the World Series had closed out 41 for 41 saves. One.
That's something.
Yeah,
That is
like stuff like
pretty
that.
random.
I know that just from knowing it, but if you ask me questions, I'm like, I do watch sports trivia. I watch the Barstool Dozen. I try to like guess the questions right and
Play along.
They're hard. Yeah, I do try to play along, and they're hard. Like there's some of the ones I'm like, ooh, I get close, but I don't get the answers right a lot. But I'm like, I'm right there.
Papsky needs to be a Barstool athlete. That's just
Are you not?
Yeah, right.
yeah. He needs to be the face of Barstool. One bite pizza reviews for Durham, Papsky style. Come on.
I don't think that there's a big thing in it. Like, what they have like 300,000 athletes that are like Barstool or something like that. Like, I don't know if that's the number, but there's a lot. Like, they don't do anything with it. Like,
True.
you just get a T-shirt.
I just need one bite Papsky reviews, like for places on campus. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I just feel like I'd watch that.
I agree. It is counterintuitive to being a wrestler though.
Unfortunately,
Do we got to start the one bite of Duke just eating holes? Just going around to every one bite challenge.
Go to every
Hey.
place on Woo. Just
Yeah.
get one bite of everything.
yeah.
I don't even think we should bite it. I think we should just take it off people's plates and say, hey, can I have a bite?
Yeah, let me taste that.
Well, I guess we'll get started. The first question's kind of a lob. If you don't get this one, I would be deeply ashamed.
Give me.
What year did the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Oh, 2017-2018 season, February 2018.
That was more.
Do you know the day?
Ooh. Let me get
This is bonus. This is bonus.
No. This
Four.
is not
Bonus with no reward.
Not
Bonus with
bonus,
no
just
reward.
like
February 4th.
I'll look it up. The exact day was February 4th, 2018.
Yeah, I don't want it.
That is an avid Eagles fan, and I am 100% here for it.
It ain't looking good.
I cried that night.
I
Cried?
yeah,
I cried
it was
out
that
loud.
was emotional for
Yeah, it
Philadelphia
was.
fans.
Yeah, I cried that night.
445 also cried that night.
Yeah, he's a good
Oh, come on, man! You just wanted a cupcake. Just wanted a cupcake.
dude. So was that a bonus point?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
just to see if you know. Which I'm impressed.
The second question. So you were a little bit mad at us. Not mad, but you acknowledged that we did not know enough about Houston basketball. So you claimed that they are a basketball school,
Yes.
which I mean they are.
They are,
After looking it up, how many Final Fours has University of Houston basketball been to?
Ooh. I know they were really good in the 80s. Fly Sandwich Jamma.
What'd you say?
That was their nickname.
I thought we were talking about a sandwich.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. No, they went to one in like 83. If I had to guess, I'm going 3.
Oh, close, but no cigar there. It was 4.
4? All right.
So, all right. That was one of the 2 really hard questions. This next one is also Eagles related. What was the name of the football team created when the Eagles and Steelers temporarily merged?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Temporarily.
Oh, my God. You're going back to like early 1900s here.
Yeah. It's not very. I'll give you a hint. It's not very creative.
Ooh. The Steelers and Eagles merged? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep. For like 2 years because like the NFL was struggling or something. Or I don't know the exact reason.
But yeah, that's back then. It wasn't even like.
It wasn't even football.
Yeah, leather helmets. It was like guys were also plumbers. It was like their second job to play football.
It's like
Yeah,
their
those-
weekend.
those-
hobby.
Yeah.
Those guys smoked on the
So
sideline.
smoking cigs in the sun and drinking beers during halftime. I don't.
Sounds like Joey B to me.
Yeah. Dang. I'm gonna go. Maybe some like I don't even know. Like the real riders. I'm trying to
Oh.
No.
I have no clue.
You're gonna punch yourself.
The Steagles.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I wish that was like a thing I made up, but that was a
Yeah.
real name.
What year can you?
Vile
What's
name.
Give me a year on that.
That is a vile name. Ugh.
Not very creative there.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
They merged in 1943.
World War II era.
Yeah, you guys are
Ah,
going crazy.
Oh, actually-
crazy
Half the-
trivia at me.
half
I
the
thought,
rosters are overseas
thought we were
fighting.
keeping it like 2000s and above.
No, I think that is actually the reason.
Half the rosters were
Yeah.
overseas.
I know they
fighting.
got drafted.
Well,
I drafted twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
now this is the hardest question.
Before the Steagles?
I thought, dude, I knew the Steagles. If you would have asked me that, I would have gotten it.
Oh.
Like, maybe that's just I don't know. It's just me.
Hey, we're already out of the hot.
No,
dog
we're not.
section.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah. We are.
No bonus. Got the date.
All right.
All right,
We'll give it to- we'll make it interesting.
That's crazy. I got the date.
Okay, we'll give you the bonus for the date. So you could still hurt us. Who was the Phillies pitcher with the most wins ever for the team? Recorded wins.
Schilling, no. Hamill. Could be Schilling. I'm gonna go Kurt Schilling.
That's incorrect. It's Robin Roberts. If you can guess within 10 of the number, I'll give it to you for the total number of wins.
What are we doing here? These are charity guesses now. Come on.
I mean,
Hey, I
What-
want
if he gets within
Hey,
10,
keep it
This is
interesting.
a tough one. This is a tough one.
it's just a random number.
Tough trivia.
Nick's
160.
sweating over here.
No, 272.
Man, how long was he there for?
I think his whole career, Robin Roberts.
Yeah, how long was his career? Like
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like,
See, do we need a Jamie?
And then these last two are softballs.
and like,
decades?
yeah, what year? Like the 70s?
Look.
Kurt Schilling was a bad guess too. I should have went Cole Hamels.
The one old Phillies pitcher died in a plane crash.
Jesus.
Holiday?
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday.
He played. Robin Evan Roberts lived from 1926 to 2010 and played from 1948 to 1961. So that was
Just throw me crazy.
Yeah,
all right. Well, I don't want to eat hot sauce.
Make
All
me
right.
look stupid out here. My grandfather was even born that old.
Okay. Can you name the Phillies, Eagles, and Flyers mascots? Start with Phillies. That should be easy.
The Fanatic.
Yep. Eagles.
Ooh. See,
Come on, man.
Yeah, mascots I don't give really a big crap about. Like,
Well, we're in the clear, boys.
yeah. I know like the hockey one, I got picture, I mean, it's just an eagle. I don't know his name. But the Flyers one is like,
It's brand new. It's kind of.
it's like it starts with a G or something like that.
Yep. It does.
They orange, it's terrible looking. It's like
Violation.
This is a good name.
gritty or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gritty.
Yeah.
So now you need the Eagles one.
Stay gritty. This is disappointing to say the least.
Nah, mascots don't mean anything.
Staley the Bear Baby.
Blue.
I just bring the-
That's
I'm surprised you don't know the Eagles one. I thought.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Is that the Bears?
You want me to tell you? No,
Yeah,
just tell you. It's
it's like Stanley.
swoop.
And
And this is the final question. This is really easy. It'll make us all look pretty bad if you don't get it. What was the full year the 76ers are named after, and why are they named the 76ers?
Oh, 1776.
oh, well done.
But why? What happened on 1776?
Oh, or Independence Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. With the declaration. Good job. 3 out of 6, not bad.
Had to double check.
Some of those questions were unfair.
Yeah, crazy.
We'll adjust next time.
Yeah.
Now we're going to ask you some Instagram questions that were sent in by some viewers.
Oh.
I might have to edit one of these out because I don't know what it means. The first question is, what is your favorite flavor of Zin?
Ooh, menthol.
What is Zin? I don't know what that is. Is that bad?
It's like a chew product.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right. So that was from Preston.
Yep.
First question was from Preston.
Shout out Preston.
Yeah, let me hear who was asking these.
The next two questions are from guy who makes sweet treats,
Okay.
aka Vincent.
Baker.
So those were our 3 questions. What is your favorite sports themed movie?
Sports team movie. Ooh, that's a good one.
Vincent
Wow.
doesn't mess with these questions.
No. Vincent just doesn't miss, period.
Let me guess. The one with Mark Wahlberg and the
Invincible.
Eagles.
No.
Wait, what movie is that?
What do you
Oh,
say, Invincible?
yeah. Rocky 4.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Classic.
easy.
Chicago.
Rocky's
It's a
Philly
Rocky's the number one movie series of all time.
Of all time.
All of time, just Fast and Furious number 2. Hot take.
Oh wow.
do you think Fast and Furious went on for
Star
too long?
Wars?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's above Star Wars.
I've never watched Star Wars.
Oh, that's why.
I play
That's
sports.
why.
Sorry.
Fast and Furious.
So you never played like Lego Star Wars,
Yo, I play the game. Yeah.
but you've never watched.
Nope.
All right.
I actually do. I feel bad. So one buddy from back home, he never watched Rocky, and he was like, "I'll watch Rocky if you watch all of Star Wars." And I was like, "Deal." We watched Rocky 4, so I still get to watch Star Wars. I got Jake. I'll get on that one day. Don't worry.
All right. And our last question from Vincent. Do you have a best wrestling story or memory?
God, he doesn't miss.
Good question.
Best wrestling story or memory? Yeah. So, my sophomore year, my high school team was in the Who's Number One duels.
Wow.
And we wrestled first match, Lake Highland Prep, smoked them. Bad.
Damn.
Gaetano is not happy.
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
True.
wasn't there yet.
He brought the change.
Yeah.
I did bring the change.
I think we would have needed a young Papcsy versus Gaetano match.
And then we wrestled Bergen in the semis, and it came down to our 106 pounder, and we basically needed to pin the win, and he stuck him.
What did he hit him with?
Kid shot in, and he went like bundle, and
He bundled him to his back,
Bundled
like
him.
tripped him.
no, like
Kick
he
that
was
kid
on
out of
the
New
mat.
Jersey right now. That kid does not. Actually,
He was on the shot.
Joke.
He just went like here and like ran over and
Bundle
stepped
over the
over.
top?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
beautiful.
Watch it be like,
He was
wow.
good. He was really
Do you know?
good.
Do you know who's done that? A few
Nick
times?
Siriano.
Dean Hamidi.
And then
Dean
we
Hamidi would stick kids at Freestyle State and just do dirty things to them.
What was the name of your high school?
Bethlehem Catholic.
I should know that.
Come on, man. You guys were dogs
So
back in
wait,
the day.
so how big was the tournament? 8 teams?
There was like four. No,
16?
16. Yeah, there's like the 4 pools.
Okay. So how'd you guys end your beat? Like, how'd the day end up? overall?
We ended up in the finals against Blair.
Oh wow.
It was a cool match.
How'd that go?
It was decently close. It was fun, but they were just. I mean, they had hammers.
Yeah, I
back
mean,
then,
that was, yeah.
like
They
were-
literally had number 1 or number 2 in almost every
It was
weight
cool. Like
class.
we were ranked.
Richard Halal. Zach Glenn delivered a fall against Richard Halal.
It was badass.
Come on, Jersey. Come on.
Badass.
Let PA do that to you. Come on.
Blair ended
You
up
got him
winning,
back.
though.
You got
Well, Blair's like
Blair's
half
not
Jersey.
really Jersey.
Blair Jersey.
It's like mostly
Yeah,
Jersey and then the
but-
rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is.
Super team.
It's a good team memory. Good team bonding.
Wow.
So our next segment is, and I don't know if this is like applicable because you are a grad student, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everyone rank all the food places here.
Oof.
So how many of the food places have you been to? Would you say?
None.
Oh,
None?
You haven't eaten at any. You eat Marketplace.
Oh, Marketplace, Train Table.
Okay.
Those
yeah.
two.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm off,
nothing
I live
else?
off campus now. I live off campus,
It
and
makes sense.
my classes are at night. I only
guess
go to
that's
Train
true.
Table and go over.
What? Fuel Zone.
Picked up a couple bagels and stuff from there.
Oh, yeah. Bagel, and what else do you get with that bagel?
Normally Uncrustable.
No, like what
Oh,
do you get?
cream
Like,
cheese.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
I usually
Oh,
go
yeah.
for the- I
Dude,
usually
what
go
a
for the
dog.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter works well.
They've been out of the cream cheese though the past
They-
couple days.
yeah, I've
so
had
I
the
did make an
peanut butter.
audible and go peanut butter.
Are you a strawberry or grape Uncrustable person? Which do you prefer?
That's a question.
Yeah, I think
It's a
pretty equal for that. You put an Uncrustable in front of me, I'm eating it.
it's man of the people. Man of the people.
That's why we had him on.
Yep. All right, so we'll skip over that segment because we were gonna do tier list. But obviously, I mean, I haven't even been to all the places. I don't think any of us
But
have.
going back to those bagels, when they had only the peanut butter and no cream cheese, I brought that thing of honey with me. Get 2 bagels, smear that peanut butter, honey on top. It's disgusting. Disgusting what I did to those bagels.
Sounds scrumptious.
I ate them.
And something I brought up last week. I said Saison is F tier.
Okay.
I'll bump it up 1. I had it today, but I had to get double chicken, and it was solid.
What is it, like a Chipotle style place?
It's like a worse Chipotle, basically.
Yes.
But you have to get double chicken to even make it like enjoyable whatsoever. So I'll
it's not
bump it
all
up
rice.
1. I'll bump it up 1.
Feeling
I agree
charitable
with
today.
that. I
Feeling
agree with
charitable.
You gotta pay extra for that.
You do.
Extra chicken.
That's why it's up 1 and not 2.
Oh, I mean, Ethan's been upset lately. One of his favorite places got rid of their $5 menu.
Yeah, let's hear it.
dude,
You hear about
Go
that?
to Tandor.
Oh, yeah, I'm mad about this.
You go to Tandor, $5. You get some chicken tikka masala and rice. You're good. Now the $5 deal.
chickpeas.
It's chickpeas. I don't like chickpeas. I don't get that anymore. I can't go there. I'm like, Tandor was delicious. But the $5 deal, man, that was the only thing I would
You
get.
gotta go up to
Hold
them
on,
at the
hold
cash
The
register
move
and
is to
start
go to,
yelling at them.
It's
Go back
good.
to
It's
East.
good, but it's like watered down Indian food. It's for the American palate, and it's telling.
It's
Telling to say the least.
No, the move is to go back over to Marketplace and eat for lunch because it costs you $2.50 every day
That's true.
That's it.
with equivalency, and you get a full plate,
Hit it.
just as much food, and probably equally as good as over here, just $10 cheaper every day.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Saving
You'd
up.
catch me over there every single day then.
Wait, so as a grad student, do you get food points at all? Oh, okay. So
Oh,
that,
it doesn't.
I mean, you probably can, but
yeah.
why would you?
Yeah.
I'm off campus, so I just go grocery shopping and stuff or pick some stuff up. Normally, I'd take home to-go box from training table and then just use that for my lunch the next day.
Smart man.
All right. So now we're going to go back to a high school Jarred Papcsy. Obviously, state place your junior year. The world knows. What was recruiting like for you? What schools were interested? What was the process like? Let us know. Let the people know.
Yeah, so I was actually, I actually committed to Duke pretty early in
Okay.
high school.
To do really.
Mhm, yeah. So I was committed up until senior year, and you know, guys know how hard it is to get in. And senior year, did all my stuff. Basically, was supposed to be a lock. Didn't get in right away. Coach Lanham, great guy, went to bat for me. Basically got waitlisted. We tried like the application process again, and basically got like waitlisted for like the
Wow.
following year. So there was like that you could do that the gray shirt year. And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that. Like I'm already like old for high school.
Yeah.
I can't take another year. So I had to decommit. And then this was already like mid wrestling season, so I had to just basically fire off recruiting. And just so happened that I ended up down the road at NC State.
Man,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's wild.
the more you know. So so this all happened probably like early January.
Yeah, like mid January, and I think I was committed like 3-4 weeks later. Right after the postseason.
Did you even get time to come visit NC State?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took an official took a visit to America and NC State. Was on the phone with a couple other schools, and just I liked the area down here. I liked NC State. I was like, yeah, I
Go for it.
got to find a home. Yeah, and I loved it, and I was familiar with the area already.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, let's rock.
See, that seems to be a common theme with a lot of the recruits that want to go to Duke. It's that it's just so hard to get in
Yeah.
that a lot of like the recruits that really do want to go just can't. It's crazy.
So what was that like for you? Like when you got the phone call, like, hey, the school I really wanted to go to, it's not going to work out.
Yeah, so Coach Lamb called my dad, told him everything was going on. Basically, my grades were right on the cusp of Duke, getting in for Duke. And then he was like, you might the first application process, you might get denied or waitlisted. Don't freak out. We'll do it again.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right. But then at the same time, we're midway through the year. I've been
It's
committed to school for
senior
2
year.
years, and I was the first commit in my class. And if it doesn't work out, I'm done. At this point, I was number 9 in the country.
Wow.
I gotta start moving. I gotta
Yeah.
make it. I gotta go somewhere. And then gave me the call, was like, these are the options we could do, like gray shirt and all these other things. And I just couldn't do it, so had to separate. And what was nice is Coach Lamb was one of the first person like to hit me up when my name was in the transfer portal.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So he
That's awesome.
then basically was like, yeah, I'm going to be here.
Was that an easy decision?
Yeah.
Coming out, grad transfer?
Yeah, very easy.
Good question. I had that one written down. So now we're going to talk about, obviously we all know Duke wrestling is awesome. Love being here. Can you tell us a little bit about NC State and like the differences between there and here, some pros, some cons, and just what the experience was like?
I mean, yeah, it was cool. I mean, they're obviously like a big time team, ranked pretty high. Saw a lot of good dual meets, been a part of some really cool teams, had some great practice partners. Preseason was rough. I mean, we had a set preseason where Tuesday we'd have speed and agility. Thursday was lift in the morning, stadiums, and then Saturday was lift and track sprints, 400s around, and throughout the whole week was wrestling too. So on those days where you had preseason lift and runs and stuff, you also had practice that day. So I mean, yeah, we went at it. It was cool. I wrestled some great guys in the room. Wrestled with Tariq. Kevin Jack was a grad assistant, now coach. He was multiple-time All-American. I mean, going way back, my freshman year, there 125-pounder Sean Fowles, who was really good. And he was getting ready for U23 Worlds for the first month, so I was still a little bit later at the time. So I was his guy. So like the first month and a half of the wrestling season, I was still just doing freestyle with him every single day, getting him ready for Worlds. So that was cool. Yeah, man, it was fun. I met my best friends there. Like a lot of them are graduated now, and they're all in the bigger, better things. So some of them stayed a little close. My one buddy goes to law school at Campbell, which their law school is in Raleigh. So I still get to see him sometimes over the weekends. Couple other buddies have jobs around the country, one in New York City, one in Atlanta. So, I mean, we still keep in touch. It's cool. I mean, you guys, you'll see in a couple years, this is going to be your group.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you're going to be best friends. Like, on breaks, you're going to be going to each other's houses, going across the country with each other. It's going to be a fun time. Just wait on it.
What am I thinking? So, so getting there your freshman year, little thing we're going all through. We're starting up live. Rough goes. Not quite the success, at least for me, not the success I'm having in a high school room, obviously. What was like the transition for you?
Ooh, big eye opener. I was like, thought I was real good going to college. Like I'm just gonna slide right in. Like I know I'm in a red shirt, but I'm gonna bang some heads. And that was not the case. Not the case at all. Oh man, it was rough. And we came in the summer. They do a program called Summer Start where you take one class over the summer, get a class out of the way, get acclimated to the school, and summer training. And a lot of the summer is just you're going hard. And man, I don't think I got a takedown on a starter for maybe the first 2 months. Like rough. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I just kept coming too, and it just wasn't happening. I mean, from 25 up, and then
Yeah.
even the backups and the third string, like the first couple weeks, like I was getting my absolute ass kicked, and I was like, man, what is going on? Like, couldn't get off from bottom. You would do long goes on bottom, almost like what you guys kind of did today,
Yeah.
and I would be ridden out like a dog, gasping for some air. But after that summer, I came back for preseason and made a little bit of adjustment. But you'll see how much better you got when you go back to your high school room for like fall break or something, even just a couple weeks. Someone that you might have had like a decent practice with in high school, you go back into your club or high school room and you just tear them up. And that's when you realize, wow, like I did get a lot better.
Now, was there? It might be hard to remember, but was there a certain aspect that you thought like was harder for college, like the speed or the conditioning, the strength? Was there one in particular that was really hard to overcome?
I think the hardest thing to overcome is bottom wrestling. getting off from bottom in college is probably the toughest thing transitioning. Second thing would be hand fighting.
Yeah, see,
Fight.
I've noticed it with the hand fighting a lot.
I'm struggling on both of those
Everybody's
areas.
banging.
Like you're gonna get a hard club thrown at you. The movement, it's just different. I mean, high school you can throw a hard club, snap a guy down, and spin behind him. Like now you actually have to fight and open up a shot, and it is tough. It still is something I struggle with here and there.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
Yeah, I think we all had a taste of that today in some form or another.
A little rough.
I will say this though, that was planned. That was a planned attack from last
Oh,
night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was a
Oh,
planned
we can
attack.
tell.
Oh, well, tell us a little about that.
Yeah, you guys sitting down in your war room
Yeah.
in the basement.
That's-
being like,
yeah.
Yeah, we were on the
That's the first
couch and we were like, we gotta step it up a little bit. And the freshmen gotta learn a little college wrestling basically and not be so happy, get a lick in. So we deliberately made the groups that you guys went with today.
yeah.
And
Yeah, Jonah whipped out the whole notebook.
yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
Loose leaf.
yeah.
I love that we talk about practices before the practice. Like I like knowing like what's gonna happen. Like I don't know if, like why, but
Yeah, I like that too.
yeah.
See, I don't. I don't want to know what's gonna be ahead of me, just because like subconsciously I'll like. I don't know how to put it, as in like warm up. I might not go as hard in the warm up.
Oh, you're taking your foot off the gas.
Yeah. I know.
I get that a little bit. Yeah.
Get soft.
Get
Get
soft.
soft.
I like knowing what to. I like thinking through and be like this to this to this. Know what I have to do.
Except I did like that little top bottom go at the end.
I think all of us liked it except for Ethan and Nick.
That was also a planned attack.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was
How did I end up with Coach Ramos and not like
For
And got out
those
instantly.
who
that was
don't know,
that was planned?
Yep. Oh yeah.
For those who don't know,
That was
to our
Everything-
finisher for the practice. So each freshman went down in the center, and then an upper class someone else was on top. Everyone else is jogging. We stopped jogging when every freshman has escaped. Gaetano got out.
I'm gonna be real. That was dumb luck.
Dumb
Dumb
luck.
luck.
What happened?
So he was about to tilt me, and I just accelerated the tilt, and I caught him
Oh.
off balance, and I got over unders, and I was like, "This is my wheelhouse." And I just ran through him.
Oh, so did you reverse him?
I got reverse and back points.
Oh,
Wow.
He scored back points on a
Near world medalist.
He wrestled
Or
for
fifth.
Yep.
wrestled for third for bronze medal.
Buddy, that was dumb luck. I don't think I could ever do that again.
I know that was not planned.
No.
When we put to a coach last night on the sheet, we're like, oh, he's getting ridden out. He's gonna be feeling it. And then when you got out that quick, I was running. I was like, damn. I was like, that one backfired.
You guys didn't have Christian reset on me, like.
See, that was fucked.
Dude,
Oh
I
no, Christian was.
Christian got my arm behind my back, and he wouldn't try. He would just hold it there, and I can't do anything because his knee's on it, my arm's trapped, and that was rough.
yeah.
And he did it on both shoulders too. So after when I'm trying to jog, my shoulders just don't want to work.
It's a learning curve for sure.
Dude, it's rough.
It's alright. We need it though.
We do.
It'll make us better.
Gotta be tougher.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like, I want next practice. Punch me in the nose.
You should, and you should throw a punch at
I got
one of the
a
other
quick
guys.
shoulder in the nose. I thought it was bleeding. I went like this. There was nothing there, and then Connor shoots a double. I mean, he didn't get it, thank God, but like college wrestling, baby.
It's tough. So this next little segment, we kind of got into it. So we were trying to talk about just like our academics in high school and like how that led to college. So if you want to share, feel free. Just like some of your grades, what your scores were, what your class loads like, and if you don't, you can just go into like some of your plans after college and like what your plans
Yeah,
were
no, I
like
can
are.
share. I just had like above average grades. I think I graduated maybe with like a 3.3. My SATs low 1200s, like not bad, not crazy high.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty.
Yeah, I
dang
feel like
close
that.
to getting
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right on the line. for
Yeah,
student athletes.
ACT was 28.
I didn't even
That's
take
pretty
the
high.
ACT.
Yeah, but I went and did like one of those tutor things, so like
Yeah.
had to retake my score, something like that. But I think that was the score. Like nothing crazy, but nothing like just basically just average scores.
All I'm saying is you did better than somebody who's at Harvard right now.
Yeah, it's actually insane that they didn't
Yeah.
accept you.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the best grades. I had some C's in classes. Took a couple AP classes that I took it just for the weighted GPA, but got like
Okay.
ones on the exams. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a little bit of a bonehead. Like, I kind of screwed myself freshman year and sophomore year and had to pick it up.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't the best student in the world, like, at all. No, by no means was I great. Very average. College, same thing. Just got decent grades, nothing too crazy.
what was the best class and worst class you took at NC State?
Ooh, worst class would be accounting.
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 Yeah. What major you? What did you?
So I was sports management with a minor in business administration.
Okay.
So yeah,
Accounting was rough.
accounting 210.
Just like boring or hard?
Hard.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of switched over to the sports management aspect and minor in business. I was like, I can't see myself doing like finance or anything like that. Did not want to do it. Did not want to sit in an office all day doing stuff like that. So
Papsy's a man that needs to be out and about.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man of the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
What about best class?
Best class? I would say I had this like sports marketing class, and it was basically running like events, like event marketing. So all from like the logistics of running sports, like not even just sports like games, but
Like concerts.
concerts, basically just parties like street parties and stuff, and what everything goes into it. Basically, we had to run an event, like a fake event, and like you'd be surprised of how much little things like cost, like down to lights, security guards, filling the concession stands. Like
Yeah.
there's so many different things. You have to run the risk assessment, like. All right, you got to get stuff that covers the wires, like going across the ground. Like, you need make sure there's parking. If it's big thing, like, can you hold it in a city? Is there enough parking? How's the transportation? Like, are there hotels around? It was actually pretty wild. And basically, we had to run like a fake event and do the whole logistics of it, which it was cool. Like, it was
Yeah.
something that I enjoyed doing. It was like neat, a little hard, like, because there is so much that goes into it. But it was cool to see, like, how hard it is to actually, like, run a concert. And so you're, like, at PNC Arena where, like, the Hurricanes play. And Hurricanes play there. There's concerts there. NC State's men's basketball play there. So, like, you have one night, the Hurricanes, and then you have to take the rink out and get ready for a
Like
concert.
like basketball court and stuff.
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah. And take out the ice hockey rink or cover it and put on the basketball court and, like, get it ready for, like, the next day, sometimes even the same day.
That's so cool.
Game at night, and there's stuff going on in the morning there. So, yeah.
See, that sounds tough, but it sounds rewarding. Like, you knew what you wanted to do and you went for it.
Yeah,
That's the idea.
fair.
So is that your plan for after college to go into that, or what?
My
what-
plan is to stay in sports administration and be an athletic director.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
College
sick, man.
athletic director.
Give all the money to the wrestling programs.
You betcha. Yeah.
I feel like wrestling's a relatively cheap. It's got to be one of the cheapest sports to run.
It is.
It
It's
is,
very, very
for
cheap.
sure.
I mean, what you need, mat.
It's more expensive than you think, but it's still cheap compared to other sports. Was actually pretty cool. At NC State, they released publicly to everyone in the school of how much all the sports cost, like everything in the school, what everything costs, and how much they made. So we were able to look at the numbers of there's only 2 teams that profited, maybe 3. I think maybe women's basketball, but it was football and men's basketball. Every other sport does not make money.
That's
They
like
funding off. It's not. I mean, like common knowledge, but to
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
see it in the numbers, like, and it doesn't take much. It's like pocket change to how much money they make to fund the wrestling team.
Yeah.
Tournaments.
So basically, all the other programs were living off the other 2 sports.
Yeah,
Which is
and that's what you saw like in COVID. A lot of schools were like, we can't have these sports going on, it was because their football team didn't play that year.
Huh.
They didn't have the money. They didn't have the funding. Because football and men's basketball, and depending on the women's team, are funding all the other sports.
I know that's usually how most universities work. I wonder what Duke's split is. Like, I wonder if our basketball team makes more than our football team.
I would have to
Oh,
assume.
if I had
doubt
to, as I was a betting man, by far.
By
Yes.
far?
By
Are
far.
you kidding me?
It
Yeah,
is.
we gotta
Duke
check on that.
basketball merchandise is ridiculous. Just the franchise.
They were
building.
they were
but-
selling tickets for Coach K's last game, for like $50,000 court sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
There can't be many schools that make more money off because football is just so profitable.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I don't think Duke football is profitable.
No.
I think it's
No, they
close.
definitely
I mean, I think they're still
They
profitable,
definitely
but
are.
I don't think
yeah,
it's as
you can't
much as
have a football team not be profitable. But
Like they got to be like
It's got to be
making-
close though.
I
But-
forget what school I saw, but it's like I think it was Indiana. They like put in 21 million, they make 45 million off football, and that helps fund everything,
Everything
else.
else, yeah.
Football
That
has
sounds-
to be like
yeah.
wildly.
Ba- Indiana basketball probably brings in a boatload.
Oh yeah.
Probably good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to throw shade to Duke football, but they probably do make the one of the least amount for a Power 5 football team. But I mean, even still,
But yeah, even
It doesn't
still,
compare to the Duke basketball. What they
I mean,
make.
it's like $2,000 for some of those tickets. Like those tickets, it's such a small stadium. Like I don't think people understand how small of a stadium Cameron Indoor is. It's It's not an arena. It's a stadium.
Yeah.
it's
I'm just
small.
gonna say so. Like looking quickly up, like 2011, the top 20 top 20 schools, all their biggest revenue is from football.
Yeah.
And then 21st is Louisville's basketball team, and then Duke's 29 with basketball. So our basketball makes more than.
Louisville's basketball makes more than us.
Well, in 2011.
Well, yeah,
was
at that
what-
time.
That one coach.
But that's like their
Pitino, yeah.
biggest revenue generator is basketball.
They're
Same with
Adidas University,
basketball.
right? Louisville.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
I bet you with Duke. Couldn't even think of the number what Duke basketball brings in.
imagine last year, Coach K's last year.
Oh, they-
Sponsorship money
sick.
had to be
Sick.
insane, absolutely insane.
We should just go like Notre Dame for basketball and have our own separate TV contracts. Just
Yeah.
be just
Oh.
See, from
If
the
conference
website, it says
realignment
that
happens, maybe.
Duke's basketball profit-wise was 14.4 million.
what do you know football?
I'd bet you it's
Yeah,
higher
geez.
too. I bet you it's way higher.
14 million.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That's 2011. That's 2011. So that's definitely
Oh.
gone up too.
I know the highest ones. I'm pretty sure for like revenue for the whole school was like Alabama and Texas.
Oh yeah.
The main thing was it was alumni based too. Like they had so much donors. It wasn't even just their ticket sales and everything. They brought so much money in on donors.
Yeah, I think it's Georgia, Alabama, A&M, and Texas. They're never going to, especially with NIL now, they're never going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because all the money, people are literally just feeding them. And like you see that with schools like Oregon too. Like Oregon, because they're Nike University. So like, they're literally paying players. I mean, look at wrestling, Iowa. And I'm sure Penn State's doing some sneaky stuff too. I mean,
You gotta think, yeah.
I mean, going off.
Kale's
of-
buying
What I
Pokemon
think is
cards and
crazy
paying
is
people.
Nebraska football. They've sold out home games for the past how many years? They have the
Yeah.
most loyal fans. Honestly, I think they have
They
one of the
stink.
most loyal fan bases in the nation,
Yes,
and they can't put a team together.
they stink.
They can't. Scott Frost should have been gone a long time ago. They kept them around way too long. You got to think they were showing up to these games, and they were getting wiped out, and it's still sold out at home.
What was the thing? They
Yeah.
wanted him gone so badly. There was some clause in his thing. So his buyout was 16 million when they fired him. If they waited till October, so tomorrow, his buyout was 7 million.
They just like
So they were like, no.
yeah,
you don't deserve that.
they have all that money. And they still can't put a team together. Come on now.
I just feel like recruiting is so hard for Nebraska because they're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle. Like I don't want to be. Their campus is beautiful, a lot of rich tradition, great school, but I mean, if you have to pick like Ohio State, like Penn State, Alabama, or like one of these major universities that are like,
I feel like Nebraska's got like a really good history and tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition. Their fan base is top notch.
Yeah.
I've never been on the campus, but I heard their facilities of all sports is crazy.
Most
their wrestling room's insane.
Their whole fan base is just insane. Like I
Yep.
saw, they sold out a volleyball game and set an NCAA record earlier this year with like 16,000.
Because it's one of those good things that they aren't in the biggest city and there's really nothing around. So what do?
So,
You
you
go
go.
to the games. Like that's
true.
I think it's actually be easy to bring guys in for Nebraska football.
I think they're like second tier.
Ethan, say some of
football.
these statistics that we're just looking up.
All right, so like when you look at Duke's like profit wise, it's for the male sports. The ones really only making profit are football and basketball.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Football edges out basketball a little bit.
Wow.
Football is just so
But
profitable.
It's just, I think that's just always the most profitable.
Yeah.
for
That'd be
every
like TV
school.
contracts, right? I mean, or like
I'm actually surprised by that, actually.
And then a lot of the women's sports actually bring in profit. Not a lot, like the men's, like football and everything. They're making over what is this, like close to 14 million. The women's ones are making profits, but it's like 70,000, 100,000.
Which ones are those?
Women's soccer,
They're really
Golf.
their games are popping.
diving,
Golf
track and
does?
field.
Yeah, but something that's surprising here is that women's basketball is losing money. Let's see,
I thought our
Is that-
women's basketball team was pretty good.
like over
Yeah.
$2 million.
Really?
Close to $3 million.
Wow. What's wrestling doing?
I don't think anything good.
Minus 400,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not that bad.
That's not bad.
breaking even. Did you get so we're talking about profits and everything at football games. Did you get free tickets at NC State? Because at Duke we get free tickets.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering like how the logistics work on that, because if we're, if football is one of the biggest things we're bringing in, how are we not gonna? I mean, I'm not complaining, but how are we not gonna charge for tickets? You know what I mean?
Well, I think students at any school, students.
Yeah, students normally, I think, at every school get
Get free stuff.
get free tickets, but they would cap it out at games.
Comes from our
So
tuition, baby.
yeah,
I mean,
and-
even our basketball games are free, but you have to.
it's a lot. We have like we did a lottery system, so you would put your name, like sign up for the tickets a week before, but you did if it was like a big game. Say it was like NC State Clemson, and like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna go to the game. There's only a student section this big, and they would open up another section if it was a big game. And it was just like a random lottery, but you could build your lottery chances up by going to other games. So, like, say if you went to the girls' soccer game, you get a point.
Oh, okay.
If you
Oh.
went to
That's a
a
good
wrestling
idea.
match, you get a point on your card, on like your ID number. So when you applied for it, you would be higher up on the list.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what they're trying to do with Duke Fan League, which I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
So
Come
I don't-
to wrestling matches, Cameron.
And you would actually lose points. Say you applied for a football ticket, got it, and you didn't go.
Wow.
Because they would scan your ID. You show them your ticket. But how you would get in is you scan your student ID. If you didn't go,
Oh.
you lost a point. But you wouldn't lose a point. You could transfer your ticket to someone else. So say like someone really wanted to go to the game and I wasn't going, I'd be like, all right, I'll try for you too. And if I got it, I would just transfer my ticket to their account.
That's smart, yeah. It's a smart
I
system.
like that.
I mean, hey, NC State's not messing around. Their football team's legit. Beat Clemson last year.
I'm not a believer yet.
Not sold.
I'm not a believer.
Not
yet.
sold.
They were playing Clemson this weekend.
Clemson,
Game day.
DJ is not good. He's not a good quarterback.
I'm not sold on DJ. I'm not
I think
sold on
Devin Leary's a
NC
good
State.
quarterback. NC State's quarterback, Devin Leary, I do think he's very good.
I
But the
still don't trust
Clemson's
him.
quarterback,
They've had some shaky games.
I think Clemson's quarterback's not good.
no, yeah, DJ, whatever, I can't pronounce his
Google.
name. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna try.
I think NC State's going to win this game, though.
And you think
But
it's at Death Valley, right?
Yeah, I don't care. I think NC State's going to win.
Whoa.
And I don't.
Score prediction.
Get a
Hot
clip of
takes,
that.
hot takes only.
Yeah, this is gonna
Um,
get clipped.
35-27.
Oh.
High score, entertaining game.
Yes.
Good game.
The only reason why NC State's high up in the rankings is they had a lot of fifth-year guys come back. Last year they had kind of a Mickey Mouse schedule. They are tough. They're not a bad team. They are a top 25 team. But 1-point game against ECU. Then they played weak schedule. Texas Tech, not a great team. Not bad. They beat Texas, but that was, I don't know.
Texas
I don't even know
not
how to.
back.
Yeah. Not back.
With Quinn, with the Ewers guy before he got
He was
hurt.
back. Quinn Ewers was played the game against Texas Tech and they lost. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure. Not positive on that.
They had a good close game with another top 5 team. Was it?
Bama
Oh, was it Bama?
first week? Yeah.
Yeah,
won
they look good.
They lost by 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think NC State, they beat Clemson. No one else is going to touch them. I think the ACC is a little weak this year in football.
Duke.
Hey,
We're
They're
coming
a
for it.
sneaky team. They are. They're a
We're
sneaky
gonna- we're gonna
team.
beat
Kajago's
Virginia
doing a
this
good job.
week.
Yeah, I
We're gonna
agree.
beat Virginia this
I
week.
think so too.
yep. I think we're gonna beat Virginia Tech.
I think
too.
we're 3-point favorites at home.
I don't know.
I think they're going to get a bowl game.
Oh,
Only
absolutely.
need 6, 7 to lock in.
I think that NC State game that's very winnable. Or not NC State, UNC.
UNC. UNC, I
Carolina.
think.
UNC.
Parents' weekend,
I-
prime time.
I've been to 2 of their games now because my buddy from back home is on the team, and his family comes down. I get tickets and I go watch. So I was actually at the Notre Dame game,
Oh,
and I was at the Florida AMU game.
Wow.
Their offense is good.
yeah.
UNC has a very, very good offense.
Now that defense.
That defense,
That
man,
defense.
whoo,
Shaky at best.
bad, real bad. You can't. App State putting a 60 burger on them, 40 in the.
State.
40
in the fourth
And
quarter.
App State's not a bad team. I'll give them credit.
No,
App State's not a
they-
bad
they are
team.
a
They
great
play.
team.
What was it?
However-
was that last week in the Hail Mary, or was that 2 weekends ago?
That was against the Marshall, wasn't it?
Troy.
Troy.
And then Marshall beat Notre
Troy,
Dame.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Notre Dame lead the hammer.
even like last week, I was at the UNC Notre Dame game. UNC didn't play a bad game. They came out second half, lost momentum. Their quarterback fumbled on like their own 20, and that basically just kind of locked the game in. And their defense, man, just could not stop the ball, could not stop the run. Bad.
We have a good offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our defense is. I mean, against Temple and those teams, obviously they destroyed them. But Kansas, they looked a little bit more mortal.
Yeah, but Kansas quarterback, that dude's a Heisman contender. That dude's a beast.
I think that was a good loss on paper.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
not
Kansas
a
is going to be
yeah.
ranked.
We're 3.5-point favorites against Virginia.
Yeah, I like us.
So it should be a good game, and the weather's supposed to be clear, as we saw in Gaetano's story.
Yes, we did.
So yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic. I think we're gonna go bowling this year for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We won like 3 games last year, right? It's that Elko era.
We beat Northwestern.
Doesn't
We
matter.
beat I don't know, the
New
teams.
era.
Yeah,
Elko era, baby.
baby.
For sure. All right, so we've been on our first episode. We talked about like sacrifice. Like whenever I was being recruited, and they had similar stories. A lot of coaches said you either sacrifice social. One of the 3 you have to sacrifice, either social, athletic, or academic. Gaetano added sleep. So which of those 4 do you think you have to? Which 3 do you think you get to keep, or what's the balance in your life? Or
Ooh. I would say find out a way you keep them all.
okay,
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, at some point in time, you will have to sacrifice one here and there, but it also depends what you like to do socially. Like,
Mhm.
I have no problem sitting on the couch, hanging out, and to me, that's social fun.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, going out places, hanging out with big crowds is cool too, but my fun's also sitting on the couch watching football. So, like, I don't have to.
That's a good point.
Know what I mean? Like, I don't have to sacrifice that because if I really had to get some schoolwork done too, I could be doing that and getting some homework done. I can't really do that often. I'm bad. I can't work around people because I talk too much. I get distracted. But yeah, I don't think if you're doing it right, you shouldn't have to sacrifice anything. Find a balance with everything.
This is why he's a man of the people.
Yeah,
That's right.
Spit
The
knowledge.
man of the
knowledgeable.
I mean, if you like going out every single weekend and doing crazy stuff, you're probably gonna have to sacrifice that.
Yeah.
But it also depends on what you think is socially fun.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're gonna have to find that balance. You're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of everything too. It's gonna be a point in time where you might have to sacrifice, honestly, I think a little bit of homework here and there, or might not do the best work because you couldn't wait. And that's part of the sport. Like, you might see your grades slip a little bit mid-season just because you're tired, you're stressed out, and you're not putting your best work in the school. So I mean, there's gonna be times where you're sacrificing all 4 of those.
So sacrifice none and also sacrifice all 4.
Yeah.
That
You
was
have to find the balance. Find the
yeah,
balance. Yeah.
balance. All right, so now we have the 2 highs and a low
I'm excited for this part.
film session. So we're gonna be taking a look at a few of Papsy's memorable moments throughout his career. We're gonna start with the good, then we're gonna get into the bad and the ugly.
Good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
So let me get the screen recording going. All right, so we'll be able to pop this up. Here, can you put this on the screen there? So this is Papsky versus a Drexel wrestler. Let's press play here. Walk us through what's happening here, Papsky.
All right, so this is my debut in
Okay.
college wrestling, my redshirt freshman year. We're wrestling Drexel. I'm in the lineup, and I hit a mixer.
Oh,
I haven't hit a
Dirty.
mixer. I haven't hit a mixer in a match in a long time before that, but it was something that I was hitting on in practice. Like, I was just ripping it, letting it fly, and it was almost like a thing in the room. I was going for it.
bro.
So right before my match, coach looks at me and says, "Am I gonna see a mixer?" And I was like, "Yeah, you will." Like, and I'm nervous. My first actual college dual meet like this, and
Fine.
I got into a point. I come out of the first period, right away get a takedown, and a challenge came in. So I got a little breather, and I'm like nervous. I'm like, heart rate's going.
No.
And then I get to this position where I give a snap, and I'm like, oh, I have it here. And I'm
Sweat
close
bubbles
to the
up.
out of bounds, so if I don't get it, like, I could be safe, and I rip a mixer. Only thing is, I don't know why I let my arm go. That was a pin. Like, I could have
Yeah.
pinned him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was so pumped up that I let go of the mixer. But, yeah, that was, like, my coolest. And that's my college debut. My
Sick.
whole family was there. It's only an hour from my house. It was a cool moment, and I ripped the old school mixer.
Now, what weight class are we looking at here?
That's 41.
Gotcha.
Look lean and mean.
Did you wrestle 41 throughout college?
I tried cutting the 33 one time, and it was the worst thing I've ever done.
Oh.
And went right back up.
Just a general what were you walking around at for 41s?
Oh, 60.
So like if they're in season, you're just like you're not trying to make weight. You're walking around 160.
Oh, no, like
41?
off season 60. During the year, anywhere from waking up at from 49 to 51.
Okay.
Once I lose it, I hold it pretty well.
Okay.
10, 9 pounds.
Yeah.
I remember you telling us kind of how you wanted your weight to slowly come down throughout the week. Can you tell everyone again how, like where you want to start, where 2 days before?
Yeah, so if I'm 10 pounds over the like say 6 days before a match, I'm not sweating it. I try to stay around that 10 pounds over as long as I can, but it's all water weight. Like I'm down. I'm still healthy. I'm not like sucked out. And start dropping water then. Like even 3 days out, I'll be my highest I want to see is 7. And then get my weight down, sweat. After practice, I'll lose 3 to 4 pounds. So if I'm 7, I'll be 3 to 4 over, eat a little bit. Same thing next day, I'll be like 4, come down. I'll wake up about a pound over, day of a duel. Get something light in, eat. Right after we eat, get ready for the pre-match drill. Cut the last 2 pounds off in like a mini practice, warm-up practice, about an hour before weigh-ins. And I'm only on weight for 10 minutes.
Got it down to a science.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing from high school to college wrestling and cutting weight is you don't have to hold your weight like throughout school for
Right.
your match. You can eat 3 meals a day.
That would be the worst.
You
thing,
just work out.
Friday weigh-in.
Yeah.
Everyone around you just sipping on their water bottles, their
Yeah.
giant ice cold water, and you're sitting there like, like just dying.
How does your legs feel? Like I always feel like whenever I cut weight, like my legs are the first thing to go. Like they're just tired, exhausted.
Depends how you do it. If say you like to run your weight off, but you don't start running until the week before, your legs are going to be tired. If you cut weight by running, you should start running now, putting the miles in, getting your legs in shape. So when you do have to cut weight, running 3 miles a day isn't hurting your legs. You're trained to do it.
Okay.
So, like, if you have an open tournament this year and you're a little overweight and you start running 2 days before, yeah, your legs are going to be tired because your legs aren't trained for running.
Yeah.
But if you start getting the miles in now, something light, you train your legs a little bit more. Your legs won't be as tired.
Some knowledge right there.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is clip number 2 of the good highlights. I think this is a high school Papcsy.
Yeah, so this was junior year team state finals. Actually wrestling my public school where I came from in the finals.
Oh,
And it was a pretty exciting match. And locking up a cradle here. And this is Nazareth who were wrestling. It was pretty cool. We were both ranked pretty high in the country. We're right down the road. I still live in Nazareth, so they don't like me too much for transferring out.
you were telling me a story about the dual meet here, right?
Yep, we ended up losing the dual meet. 29-29 criteria, so 30-29.
That kid is not happy.
Yeah. But yeah, this is team state finals. It was a pretty cool experience my junior year. It was the craziest
awesome.
match. I've been in 2 crazy. The one against Bergen Catholic where it came down 106, but even though we lost that match, it was still like one of the most intense matches that I've ever been in.
I mean, yeah, you remember this forever. There's ones that are real close. I
Yeah.
mean, it sucks when you lose, but like just it's such a unique experience to have that for wrestling because that doesn't really happen a lot. I feel like where. I mean, obviously you're into every match, but like when it's close and there's like for you, there's a lot of emotional.
Yeah.
You're really into it, and that's great.
Some of those close ones still eat away at me. There's some nights,
Yeah.
some nights where I wake up,
Oh, yeah.
cold sweat.
Yeah, like that one sucked in the moment, but as the years go on, I'm like, man, I was a part of like one crazy match. Like, yeah, we lost, but we're not gonna forget about it. They're not gonna forget about it. The people there aren't gonna forget about it. Like, yeah, it was cool. Like,
Yeah,
we
when
didn't
you're old in
win.
Pennsylvania, you can sit around the campfire, talk about back in the day with your boys.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
good,
All
old,
right.
good bar story.
Oh yeah. And then the final clip. I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, so this is like my breakout tournament. I'm in the semifinals of Beast of the East, my junior year. I'm wrestling a kid from Bergen. And we're in overtime, and I get stuck in top and bottom.
Who is this? The bird?
Gerard Angelo.
Oh, okay.
He was real tough back in the day, and yeah, this one kind of eats at me a little bit. I basically got out with ease in the second period or whatever, and I got the score first. Then if I were to get out there, it would have went to Ultimate Rideout. I would have had choice, pick bottom again, and been in the finals. Junior year, unranked,
Wow.
unseeded in the tournament, and knocked off like the 4 seed. Like, had a good run,
Going at it.
just going at it, picking people away, making it to the semis. He was ranked pretty high in the country, and yeah, just got stuck.
Oh,
Was that a part of was that the Bergen God Squad year where they were just like every person on their lineup was insane?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were the years that our two schools would go at it. Like we only dueled that one time, but I mean, we went to every single tournament.
Yeah, because that
against each
year
other.
it was Blair, Bergen, Montini, and then Bethlehem Catholic. Like those were the 4 teams that were ripping shit up.
Oh yeah. So Gaetano kind of talked about this earlier, and it made me think, and that's why I'm asking. Do you have like a match or a specific wrestling memory that like if you just think about it, there's like a bad taste in your mouth? Like I think we all have that, like a match or like a wrestling experience that like when you think of it, it's like God, I'm about to barf.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so anymore. I think I'm so far out of like high school wrestling and like growing up that I don't have like a bad taste for anything right now. I would say one was my match when I cut down to 33. I would still like pisses me off. Kid wasn't very good. Like D2 kid, and like was winning and then just lost my legs.
Tanked out.
Yeah, just tanked out. Second period, I was done already. Like, I
Oh.
mean, I was even on shots like in the third period, and like would get in and just boom, he would sprawl. Couldn't score.
Oh,
So I guess that's kind of like a bad taste, but I don't think I really have a bad taste of matches. I used to hold on to matches, but now I don't. But that would be my one. Like, that still kind of gets me like I should have never been down to 33, but it happens.
Well, speaking of bad taste, it's about that time.
Let's rip it.
Where we're gonna give you a little bit of hot sauce. So
transition there.
yeah,
Top tier podcasting.
I think we all have like there's some like
If Ethan can just do a quick rundown of what this hot
Let me
sauce
see
is
that.
exactly.
So we got aka miso, the Ghost Reaper hot sauce. Ingredients, we got ghost pepper.
get a little closer to the
puree.
microphone.
We got ghost pepper puree.
Puree.
Puree, my bad. It is a long
Duke
day.
student.
Carolina Reaper. Some salt and some miso paste. That's really it.
Can we read the Scoville level on that?
It doesn't.
Kind of soft.
It doesn't say, but like when you look it up, it's like 110, which isn't too bad for what's in it.
This is.
I don't even know what that means, but it
Isn't
sounds
that
hot.
A spoonful's gonna be hot.
When I
It's
say
not gonna
110,
kill you, but-
110,000.
Jeez.
Which
Yeah.
isn't
Trying to kill
too
me.
bad for what's in it.
There's orange.
We've all tasted the hot sauce a little bit, and it's
It's manageable.
Yeah.
Spoonfuls.
It's
So
manageable.
that's why,
pretty nuts.
that's why I think we're doing a spoonful because that's where it really gets you. So you're good.
For reference, you eat Tabasco sauce?
Yeah.
That's a 30,000. This is roughly like 4 times hotter.
That's not that much.
Just so the viewers know, we're in the middle of a hurricane right now. Surviving a hurricane in North Carolina. If it's really bad, we'll get you. If McDonald's isn't closed, we'll get you a milkshake.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
But all right.
I will say this: I sweat when I eat hot stuff.
That is a
Before you
big-
start, we're gonna ask you questions. All right.
Wait, no.
So we'll let it set in. We'll let it set in. All
Gaetano's just looking.
No, we
looking
gotta
over
get his
here.
good.
right, ready? 3, 2, 1. This
Let it go on the tongue.
Woo! All right, fire them off.
Hold on, we
Well,
got.
let's let it set in. Let it set in.
Oh no, it's sitting in.
How we feeling? How we feeling?
I can breathe.
All right. Question number 1. What is your least favorite state?
Don't touch your
New
eye.
Jersey.
Wow.
Dirty Jersey.
Smells really bad.
There might be a. Oh,
What, New Jersey or the sauce?
Jersey.
Might be a fight here soon.
I can't even look at it.
Keep
Okay.
going. Keep going.
Question number
Keep
2.
going.
What is the
Gonna
worst
hiccup.
D1 wrestling program?
Ooh,
He's dying.
I got hiccups. What's that team like? Bellamy?
Belmont?
No, Bellamy.
Bellarmine.
They do one.
I got
Yeah.
one of my club buddies there.
Or like
He's a stud.
LIU Post maybe.
All right. So there you go. What is your favorite place on campus?
Ooh, we got the hiccups. Ooh, jeez. Favorite place on campus?
That picture.
Oh, they said the chapel's pretty cool.
The chapel.
Chapel.
All right. What is your least favorite class and why? And what is the professor's name? Full
Well,
name.
I'm not doing that, but my Tuesday night class is a little boring. But it's cool. Like, it's not bad.
You can have an ideal day off. Walk us through your ideal day off.
Ooh, that's easy. Got hit mad hiccups. Jesus Christ.
Where's
No, it's not throw up. It's just like hiccups.
Where's the hot ones effect where it's like boo?
Day off,
Bum bum. Bum bum.
wake up, take a piss,
Great start.
brush my teeth, pack a chew, go down to the couch. This is a Sunday, so this around like 10:30. Put on Fancy Cast, get things going, check my lineup, get the games rolling. 1:00 games, watch them. After 1:00 games, go to Harris Teeter, grab a hoagie, grab a soda, come back, watch the rest of the games, chill out on the couch, go to bed after Sunday football.
Harris Teeter got good hoagies.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
I gotta try those.
They have fresh deli there. I went and got a wrap
my
there
5
today.
days?
Every Friday I go. I tried it.
Dying out here too.
Gaetano like licked the extra sauce that was like on the cap around the rim, and this man's sweating.
Dying.
over
How,
here.
how you feeling right
Yeah.
now?
It's settling down. The hiccups what got me. I don't think I went.
It's the hottest thing you've ever had, or no?
No, not even close.
I have napkins.
What's the hottest thing you've ever had? Is it like Buffalo Wild Wings? Or something?
No. This summer, I was at my buddy's house in Danbury, Connecticut, and his little brother went to the store and bought this hot sauce we had to like sign a waiver for. It was called
Wow.
Flatline. It was purple, it was blackish purple, like the actual hot sauce of it. When I'm kidding you not, I put a drop like this on a chip and ate it. Thought I was gonna die. Snot running out of my nose. Had to run over to the. We were outside, so there was a hose in the pool. Pulled the hose out. Had my mouth under it. My buddy also did the same thing.
He's sweating.
Yeah, no, I am. He's drinking
Watch your
milk.
eyes. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, he was drinking milk. That was the hottest thing. It was called Flatline.
Guys, look at how much that costs.
It's like 25 something.
look
We
up
gotta inflict
Schofield.
pain.
No, that's like, dude, that's like
Over.
honestly like,
Yeah.
it comes in a bottle this big.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
That's
even know
what's
what you use it
dangerous.
for.
pain. Yeah, pain.
Yeah, like, and I had one. We have it in my house. My dad had this maybe 6, 7 years now, maybe more. It comes in an eye drop, like a bottle and an eyedropper. It's called one effing drop at a time.
Mhm.
And literally, it just you pull out the eyedropper and you're supposed to put it in like a crock pot full of food.
Wow.
You can't like. I've already tried to like put it on like my eggs, like take the eyedropper and go across. Can't do it. You have to actually put it like in a crock pot in one of like the 3-4 gallon crock pot thing, like, and you could. It's still spicy. Yeah.
All right. Can you tell us one item in this picture on Connor's phone? You just have to name one item in this picture.
We'll give you some time.
Yeah, we'll let you think on that one.
It's like weird and blurry.
All you need is one here.
Just one distinct item that you can point out.
We got to throw this.
He's perplexed. Yeah, he's perplexed. He's sweating and perplexed.
Sound like a puppy in the corner here.
All right, we'll zoom in on it. I don't know.
A teddy bear thing? I don't know. I think it's a teddy bear.
All right.
Or like a very furry dog.
A train is going to hit an old lady or a kid. Are you going to kill the kid, the old lady, or both?
Oh, how old is the old lady?
I don't know. Old.
We'll say like 78.
Yeah, she's gone. Like, wait. If I only could save one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's. So the train is on the tracks, right? It's going towards the kid. You have to actively pull the lever to make it hit the old lady. Are you doing it?
Oh, no, that's tough. That's a tough one, man.
Would you actively change the outcome?
No, I would try to figure out a way to get him off without changing the
can't.
outcome.
You can.
Ooh, all right.
He's in a pickle here.
However, you can still kill both of them.
You can't
Yeah,
do that.
both is also an option.
I guess the old lady's gone then. If I gotta keep it up. I can't kill her one time and not kill her second time.
All the old ladies watching on Duke University, this is your op right here. He's the op.
I'm not touching that. Am I okay to drink a little bit or?
Yeah.
I don't-
Whatever makes. I mean, you're in a sweat, man. This is good for losing weight for you, maybe.
Yeah, well, man. Well, that's all I got.
Then the final question: you have to take one group into war. Who are you picking? Dwarfs, hobbits, midgets, elves, or leprechauns, and why? I can repeat the
Yeah, go through that again.
dwarfs, hobbits, midgets, elves, or leprechauns, and why?
Are midgets
Why?
and dwarves the same?
Whoa!
Whoa, hey.
Hey, we're talking like mythical dwarves.
Yeah, you
Like-
like.
Yeah.
You seen Lord of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sorry, no.
Oh,
Fast and Furious
jeez.
is rocking. Guess I'm going with the midgets. They're always
The
pissed off.
midgets?
They're pissed off.
Over leprechauns?
He's saying they're edgy. They're like,
They're gritty.
Yeah.
Got
grit.
They got the edge to them.
all right.
Yeah, I'm rocking with them.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
Last
boys.
words you want to say?
Yeah.
No, thanks, boys, for having me.
Absolutely.
First guest. It's crazy.
we have to get him to sign the
Yeah.
board.
We have a pen or here like a sharpie.
Ethan
has
came
a shirt,
prepared.
I think.
Hopefully, when this takes off, I can come back again.
Oh yeah.
Chop
course.
it up.
For sure.
All right.
Thanks,
Bad boy
boys.
signed.
All right, we appreciate you.
Dang, this is actually badass.
Right?
Maybe we should get at the end of each season. We auction. Do you think people would auction off for charity?
Charity is in my pockets. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
What's the date today?
Today is the 29th, right? 30th.
Cap 30th.
Sorry.
I mean, it's gotta have some
22.
value, right?
I mean, yeah, eventually.
I mean,
Gonna have, like,
as much as we
30
paid for it, at least, unless
Yeah, it's gotta be at
Yeah.
least.
unless they don't want a bunch of graffiti on it, I guess.
Oh, what a signature too.
Let me see this bad
Beautiful
boy.
signature.
There you go. First guest, number one.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sure.
See it.
He survived episode 1. All right, boys. If McDonald's open, let's go get this man a milkshake
Or the loop.
or the loop. All right. Good episode. Signing off.
Thank you, Jared.
Yep. Thanks, boys.